Every Friday, I slip into an abandoned version of our world. For so long, I thought I was the only living thing there. Every Friday at midnight, I slip into a barren, lifeless version of the world. No people, no animals, just empty streets and swaying plants that feel wrong, like everything is a cheap illusion, ready to collapse. It started on December 8, 2023. I was driving down the M5 near Birmingham when a blinding blue shooting star streaked across the sky. The shock made me swerve, nearly crashing into the barrier. When I regained control, I realized the motorway was empty. All the cars, all the people gone. I pulled over, shaking and screaming for help, but there was only silence. Until I heard it, a shrill, metallic cry, cold and distorted, like the scream of something inhuman. I didn't wait to see what made the sound. I drove home, passing through silent cities full of lights but no life. Not a soul in sight. At midnight on Saturday, the world returned. People, sound, and motion snapped back, as if nothing had happened. I convinced myself it was a hallucination, a fever dream. But the next Friday, it happened again. And the next. Every week, I was pulled into this empty, eerie world for longer and longer stretches. Then, one Friday, the sound returned. That same metallic scream. This time, it came from outside my window. When I pulled the curtain back, I saw it. A 40-foot-tall figure, grotesquely stretched, with pallid, torn skin and bloodshot eyes set unevenly in its face. It slammed its massive hands against the window, trying to break in. I fled, but it followed, forcing its distorted body through the shattered glass as I sprinted to my car. I sped away, the giant chasing me, its shrieks shaking the ground. Even after I left my town behind, I could hear it in the distance, relentless and unyielding. I drove until I ran out of petrol and hid in a Travelodge lobby. For hours, I heard its cries drawing closer, each one louder than the last. By 11, it was outside, crushing cars in its path. I braced for the worst, but just as it was about to strike, the clock hit midnight. The world shifted. Life snapped back. The receptionist behind the desk looked at me, confused, as I stumbled out into the city. That's when I noticed it. My body felt wrong. My limbs looked longer, stretched. My arms, legs, everything felt twisted. It hit me like a gut punch. That thing, was it once like me? Am I becoming it?